This is an initial look at a 102H, mid-1950s, the last of the 102s to be produced, this one in green, dark green. It is here for basic service. It doesn't have anything wrong with it specifically, just needs the usual motor cleaning and re-greasing, repacking of the spring, that sort of thing. And depending on what I find when I open the spring barrel, I will most likely be replacing the mainspring as well to bring it back to full power. And being a colored machine, it has the chrome hardware on it. Only slight corrosion. It's very clean, as is usual with machines from this later period. This is not 1932, 1955. So it's been very well kept. A few minor marks on the wreck scene, nothing of note. Nothing is lifting on it. And the corners, the joins, they're all tight. No sign of any separation there. The hinge looks good. Everything's okay. There's no sign of mold and mildew. And the felt is in good shape. The chrome is in very nice shape, especially under here. And this one, I've already wound it up, so we're going to test the auto brake in just a second. Well, test to see if it goes on and off. I can't really test it till I have a record on here. This should be the 5B. Yes, it is. And look how clean that is. That is nice. I wonder how pliable. Oh, you see that? That is still soft. It's amazing. I don't know why, what kind of rubber they used on this, but every now and then on an HMV, I will find a soft, and I know this is original, has been replaced, I will find one of these isolator gaskets that is still soft. And I have found them on much older machines than this, and occasionally even on a number 4. I wish they were all like that, because they are not easy to source, but that's good. This one is still good. So we're going to leave that reproducer alone unless I find when I play it that there is a reason why it has to be touched other than lubricating the pivot points. It is very, very clean. I see no signs of damage in through there. I know these have felt gaskets, so they don't need service. They're fine. Now, let's see if the auto brake works. Well, I guess it would help if I had the regular brake on. Let's see. What's happening here? Oh, okay. Well, that's a little slow. We'll have to take a look and see what's happening under there. But it does go on when it should. But it's not going off when it should. Oh, okay. It's a little delayed. You catch that delay? I'm guessing that there might be some corrosion around the paper washers that are on the auto brake. I see that a lot with these. That happens. And I don't believe this machine has been serviced since it was new, as far as I'm aware. Everything looks good down there. Okay, let's stow that back where it belongs for now. And the winding handle, the nice chrome on there. All nice. And the knob really doesn't even show the usual signs of handling. Kind of surprised. Okay. We don't want to cause a problem. Come on, get in there. Here we go. And being the H model, it does not have an opening in the side of the case anymore. See, that was a smart. They brought the motorboard up, and that eliminated the need for a little cutout here for the winding handle. Why they didn't do that in 1932, I don't know. But they did by the time this model came along years later. And I always thought that was a much better idea than how they initially had it. I see we're going to need some, so yeah, we're going to need some work done on the handle here. That's coming loose. Everything looks good. The pins are good. They're not showing signs of being pushed around. Okay. All right, this is a very, very nice machine. And it's a harder to find color, I guess, green, and they tend to command higher prices. for, I guess, I don't know why. The red seems to be the most popular, so I found, and is followed very closely by the green. Blue is the one I most commonly encountered that's closer in price to the black Rexine models, and brown and such like that. But the green and the red seem to be the two most popular colors. Everything's good with the lid stay. It's not loose, is it? Nope, it's tight. And the hinge is tight. Screw, maybe a little bit of tightening could be done. Oh, you know what I forgot to look at? Let's see how the tone arm is. Okay, there's room for adjustment there. That shouldn't have that much slapper. I mean, here it's expected. Like right there. You expect a little there because that has to be loose for it to properly ride up and down. Although that is going to get greased. It's here. That's got some slop. We can take care of that. That's a normal part of the service. And we're going to check the friction leathers. It's probably got, well, actually, this will have a friction pad. It'll be a wool pad. So that's probably in good shape. But I'll find out more when I get into it. I checked the speed already. And it was only a slight bit off. Just a slight bit. And that's something I can easily adjust a little bit. Well, I did. I just adjusted it here. It was fine. No problems there at all. And by slight, I mean it was barely dipping below 78 occasionally. But not bad at all. I've seen far, far worse. It has the clip. That's a lot of times that's missing. Not really sure why. Now, let me open that up. And we will get... I have to put you down for a second here. Okay. All right. Okay, there we go. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the E. I called it the H before. This is the E model, the 102E. I don't know why I keep calling this the H, but I do. 171555. Okay. Yeah, we got some crud in there. And ooh, is that rust? No, I guess that's just the color of whatever grease was forced down in there. It's clean there. The little rubber wheel is good on the auto stop. Where I suspect the problem is going to be in this pivot here. You can just see a bit of the one of the washers poking out there. It's a layer of washers and plates here that move, and sometimes they get a little bit stuck. Yeah, you can see this kind of not really moving like it should. See, it's not popping back. Well, we'll fix that. And this has a friction pad again. That is not leather. That is actually, has that been changed? I don't think so. No, the E models probably do have that. That is just felt. That's all. And it obviously hasn't been used very much because the auto stop would be used most of the time on this. Everything looks good. Nothing alarming under here. Let me check the clip. This clip right here, you see it? That copper colored. It's not copper, but it looks like it. Sometimes those get broken or they start to slip. And when that happens, the auto stop also can have an issue. Let me just... that might be a little bit loose there. I don't like that. But we will see. That could also be slipping and causing a delay in the auto stop. But I will play with that when I get into the machine, which is not going to be today. Unfortunately, I do have some other things I have to do.